top of the whenever to all of my godlights. It is I am he, I am she, I am share, I am siren. Look to the Bible and there you will find me. Um, I want to specifically point out Romans 14, verse 9 in the videos that I am going to be doing today because that is extremely relevant to the message that I have for all God lights today, January 9th, 2026, in this Life Path 9. This is the 18th Life Path 9 in this planet, on this planet, in this realm, the Chronos matrix cube that we are imprisoned within. And I have several videos that I want to give you today as we approach the second leg or the final leg of this life path period, the second period. Life path 9 in this current sequence began January 13th of 2025 and it will end October 26th of 2026. The second leg portion begins on January 13th coming up, and that will be a the ascension period for human beings will restart. So I am here just a few days earlier to give you a little prelude on what is going to be happening in the life path period that we're currently in. And I'm going to be telling you what is happening. Existence happens in many worlds, many realms, many planes of existence, experienced in awake state, in the dream state, as well as the spirit realm. And in this video, I want to tell you about things that are going to transmute in the awake state starting now in this breath. The 3D reality split is here. It's very, very real. The year 2026 is a end year, and it is also the beginning. The end is the beginning. So the end of one reality is going to be very, very straightforward for a group of people, and it is going to be the beginning for another group. And that is going to be felt in the planes of existences that I've mentioned, as well as in the spirit realm. I bring you this message today with the Lord of the Dead in collaboration with our Lord Almighty, ancestors, the cosmos, the universe, and our united 100 upper realms. And they want you to know what's popping. Something's popping. The universe thinks this is funny. This is, guess you can say, a bit of dark humor. I definitely want you to not be bothered by the things that I'm going to be telling you. I want you to definitely reference Romans 14 because that is going to be made visible in lived life right now. The first thing that is happening that is going to, I'm going to say first thing because it's where I am physically. I am in the United States, and there are cons that are done, CON, that were done in collaboration with Archons, ARCHON. When you do a con, there are sequences, unfortunately, and um, these are results of convoluted and disturbing behaviors. The first is going to be, well, three things. Three portions of the earth are going to manifest extreme changes. One of them will, the first that happens within the US, because there are several things that are going to happen. I've mentioned them in other videos, but I want to mention something that I didn't mention before. And that is an island is going to form out of the United States. And I keep hearing to the left, everything you love, to the box, in the box to the left. And that is referring to California, which is about to become an island set apart from the main body of the country, of the mainland. I sense shifts happening already in Nevada. Nevada is going to go from being a very parched desert to suddenly being some drowning, unfortunately, and um, becoming non-exist, and um, that will be pushing California and causing it to separate from the main body. The next thing that I am sensing is on the continent of Africa. There is going to be a split from E to the end, which is S, as in South Africa, and E is going to be Ethiopia. That section is going to split apart or be set apart and move to the right. So in US, the land is going to California is going to move to the left, and in on the continent of Africa, that landmass of Ethiopia to South Africa is going to shift to the right. And in between it, a new ocean is going to spring up and create that permanent divide. And I started sensing, I've been sensing that for a long time, but the last almost 48 hours, I have been sensing that the shift, it's not coming, it's here. And the Halle Gooby has begun to pop. And that is going to begin the sequence of division um, for the continent of Africa. The third location is going to be in India, and another island body or split will happen. However, I'm not currently sensing the exact location for that, but that is going to be the three first splits that's going to happen to the earth body. Um, and this is an interesting way for element and nature spirits to assist us in the final portion of this life path period. I just a preview or bringing back. So life path happens in three sections. In so the first section, um, starting in January, what happens in the first phase propels the second phase, and then the second phase is what creates or what assists in the final phase. So when it begins with humans and intelligence, right? They are the focus of the first phase. And then the second phase, the focus was element spirits. And then that's the first year. Now that we're in the second year, it is a collaboration where we are working in tandem, but the focus will be ascension for humans. Element and nature spirits are going to be assisting in your graduation. You have a choice to participate in ascension and claim your sovereignty, or not. And those that do not claim their sovereignty are pretty much, you know, you're allowing yourself to really be a stray bullet, um, as well as to be a person that is going to catch a stray bullet, um, in the form of a baptism. The element and nature spirits have said to me, along with ancestors, that they want you to remember. And they plan on assisting you with memory through baptism. Wow. They're going to be baptizing individuals. First by water, but their form of baptism, they're a little rough. they're a little rough because, you know, when they dip you into the water, you're not going to be coming back up. Yeah, you're not coming back up. You're not going to get any air if you end up being one of those. You will be transmuted into the spirit realm and into another phase of existence. Death is not real, but being unalive definitely is. So that's what this is about, you know? I just realized that's a pretty spicy way to end this first video. But, you know, there's good news. You know, we're making progress in the life path phase, and we should all be delighted because freedom is here. Stay blessed.